Hey there, Cody Sperber, the Clever Investor here, and we are sitting in front of one of my rehab projects I have going on right now. The address is 2210 West Tonto Lane in Phoenix, Arizona, and I wanted to shoot this training video for you to document exactly how a rehab project goes on from start to finish. Now, I'm here with two of, I would say, my most important power team members when it comes to rehabbing properties. I got Dave here and I got Rusty here, and they're around to make sure that this rehab project goes off without a hitch. They're two of the best rehab experts in the country, and they're going to make sure that when they walk around this property and you get to follow, they're going to give you great tips and tricks and show you exactly how they manage a rehab. Okay, so these guys are in charge of hiring all the subs and making sure the rehab goes smoothly so that me, the investor, can have a good experience remodeling properties for big paydays. So I'm really excited for you to kind of pull back the curtain and come behind the scenes to see exactly how this process is done. All right, come with us.
Checking out our new house here for the first time.
First impression, let's take a look.
The tile looks good on this part of the house right now. We've got several different areas of tile here. We've got some bad tile over there, some bad tile here. We've got the popcorn ceilings. We've got old everything in here. Everything's gonna have to come out. Appliances, countertops.
Total fresh look in here, because this will not sell.
Yeah,
it's impossible to sell this.
This is like 30-year-old stuff here. So we'll rip all this out. The ceiling fan's got to go. The paint is a disaster. We're looking at probably a ground-up restoration on this, but this is all cosmetic stuff. And this is the kind of stuff that's going to be easy. Just taking a peek in the bathroom here, we've obviously got some wallpaper that's going to come out. It looks like we're probably going to want to yank out the cabinets, the countertop, the mirror, the lights. The bathtub actually looks okay with the surrounds. Rusty, take a look. What do you think?
Yeah, that'll definitely work.
I noticed we've got a big dent in the door. Somebody was in a hurry to get into the bathroom. I don't know what happened with that, but all these doors, they're going to be replaced with a 6-panel. Again, it's something that's very dated. We'll update the doors. We'll update the door hardware. Walking into this room, again, we've got wallpaper everywhere. A busted window. We've got this chair railing on the walls. This is going to have to come out. The wallpaper down here. The window blinds are going to have to come out. Again, looking at the ceiling, we've got popcorn everywhere. So that's going to have to all be scraped, retextured, painted. But once that's out, it's really going to give it a more modern, fresh feel in here. Looks like we got another case of bad wallpaper in here as well. No ceiling fan, popcorn ceilings. We're probably going to want to do something with this. I mean, this looks pretty bad. You know, this is awful. The bifold doors are going to have to come out. We'll do a 6-panel style to match the other doors, so it kind of ties together with that as well.
Matching is actually key. You want to have everything consistent throughout every room, every bathroom.
We'll head down the hall to the master bedroom. Whoever is our wallpaper guy is going to have a lot of fun ripping all this out. Every room was hit with wallpaper. The ceiling fan in here at least is a little bit nicer. It's the flush mount. Again, we've got the popcorn ceiling that needs to come out. We'll do the new doors for the closet. Everything again will be 6-panel doors, so it looks nice. New hardware.
There's one thing about this bathroom that's for a master bathroom is there's no bathtub. Just one shower. The tile looks good on it. I think what we're going to have to do is take that whole entire shower out and put a bathtub in it. Bathtub/shower in it. Also replace the granite cabinets to match the other bathroom almost exactly. Toilet, tile's got to come up, same as the other bathroom.
We'll do a new vanity light. We'll do, we like to do a framed mirror. Instead of the wall-mounted mirror, we'll do a nice frame mirror. It gives it a little bit more of a classy look.
The pools can be disastrous in doing houses like this.
Yeah, you know, even though it's got water in it, as you can tell by looking at the plaster, the plaster is peeling off, it's crumbling, it's going to need to be completely drained and replastered. The tile itself is okay, but when you look at some of the areas in the corner, it's falling off. We're going to have to demo the plaster, get it replastered, fill it up, but when we're done with it, it's going to look really nice. It's going to be essentially a brand new pool. After they do that, they'll check all the pool equipment. We'll make sure the spa works. We'll make sure the pool works. It's going to be really nice once it's all done. All right, Cody, we're 2 weeks into this project. We're getting it looking really sharp. We're giving it some curb appeal. We got rid of all the dead plants. We cleaned it up. We simplified everything. We brought in some fresh gravel. This is a 3/4 inch desert brown gravel that we had brought in. We started over here so you can kind of see the transition. We're going to go all the way across the yard. They're not done with this yet. There were some old kind of shutters out here. And, you know, I thought it kind of cluttered it up and it aged the house a little bit, so we pulled those down. The patch marks that you see are some elastomeric stucco patch where the holes were, where the shutters were, so we're going to paint over those. We've got the fascia being painted, some touch-up stuff there.
Now, are we putting new windows in?
These are single-pane windows, and these are old-school windows. They're not efficient whatsoever. We're going to go all new windows all the way around. They're going to be a nice aluminum frame, dual-pane windows. I believe they're argon-filled. They're low-E windows, so they're super high efficient.
Yeah, it's looking good. You guys want to go inside?
Let's go check it out.
Man, this looks like a different house already.
Yeah, it does.
I noticed you guys took the popcorn down.
We took the popcorn down. That was just not a good thing. So we got rid of all of that. We painted the ceiling. We retextured it.
This paint up here, what's this paint?
This paint is called oatmeal cookie, and we always paint the ceiling in flats. We don't want the semi-gloss or the gloss. You don't want to see a reflection off the ceiling. The wall color, this is an eggshell. And it is called Almond Latte, and these are both Dunn Edwards colors. I know the color name, but I would have to double check on who owns the name.
So are you buying these paints at Dunn Edwards, or are you getting them at like Home Depot? Or?
What we do with our paint is we go straight to Home Depot for the paint. And, you know, typically we don't go with the top of the line expensive stuff. You know, Home Depot sells some pretty cheap paint, and depending on the level of the house, that's going to decide the quality of the paint that you use. This is Speedwall, and it's cheap.
Okay, and I know to save money, we decided to keep the current tile that was in here, but we had a problem matching the tile.
This is some really nice travertine. In the kitchen, in the dining area here, we had, it was some old tile that we had the demo. It was like some 12 inch.
Yeah, it just matched.
It looked horrible. So we chiseled it out, and we were having some trouble matching this exact travertine. So whenever we run into a situation, we don't want it to look like we tried to match, because then it looks like an add-on or a remodel. So what we do is we go with a complementary color. As you can see here, it's a darker brown versus a lighter brown. We set it at a diagonal because now what it does is it defines this area as a dining, eating area with your kitchen. So now you have a definition right at the edge of this wall. It's on the diagonal, it's a different color, and what we'll do is we will continue this through the whole kitchen, down the halls, into the bathrooms. So the only room that has this color is this room.
And I like how you didn't, in this particular instance, add a transition. Because a lot of times you'll see that bar with some,
put little diamonds or something.
Diamond-shaped tiles and stuff.
You know, we've done that, and it's really personal preference. I think this is a clean look, but especially when you're getting into flips and you're trying to control costs. You know, if you can save $10 on that, or $20, or whatever it happens to cost, and you do that 10 times, you're saving yourself hundreds of bucks.
Sure. Now I noticed in the kitchen, we kind of made a command decision right here to open this whole thing up. And I know we talked about it initially when we first did our initial walkthrough, but it was kind of scary. We didn't know what was going to be underneath that drop down.
When you have a soffit, you never know what's going to be in there. They run wires, they'll run gas, your HVAC ducting could be through here. So what we did was we pulled a section of it down, peeked up in there, we didn't see anything, and it's kind of like unwrapping the present, a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more, so we made our way all the way around, and we didn't see anything that was bad news.
Originally, there was cabinetry here, We call those uppers,
Yeah.
and they were kind of blocking the view of actually like when you're looking into the kitchen or looking out of the kitchen, they'd be dropped down to like right here in your view. And it really closed in the kitchen.
I was a little bit reluctant to tear the soffit out, and Rusty's telling me, "Don't tear the soffit out. You know, you don't know what's in there."
Before you look, it's a can of worms. You open it up, and then your budget, everything is shot.
So you know, we ripped it out, and then, you know, before that, we were deciding: do we want to do some more uppers? Do we want to do shorter uppers? You know, as the soffit came out, as we said, you know, it's not gonna, no harm. Everything looks good.
Yep.
We at that point decided, let's make some changes to the cabinetry. And, you know, as I was saying before, I didn't want to lose all that cabinet space. I mean, you've got a lot of usable
And it's not that big of a
cabinet space
kitchen
there.
to begin with.
So what we're going to do is when the cabinets go in, and I've got a cabinet guy. I work with the cabinet guy. He came out, measured, had some ideas, and we came up with a plan where we're going to have access to the front cabinets right here. You're going to have your sink, your dishwasher, some cabinets over there. Instead of having the uppers right here, we're going to take those down and we're going to have them on this side. So you're going to have all the storage right here.
So the granite will come over here, overhang.
The granite's going to come out to about, I don't know exactly, but it's going to come out to about here. It's going to have an 8 or a 10-inch overhang, so you can put bar stools right along here. You'll have a huge granite countertop, which is going to be really nice with the new cabinets. You're not going to have these uppers, you know, blocking your view.
But you won't eliminate the storage because it'll now be underneath.
You put it on.
And then I thought what originally was right here was bifolding doors.
Yeah, it looked like a bedroom closet, right?
Like a bedroom
And
closet.
I just thought that looked horrible, so we pulled the bifold doors down. And what we're going to do is we're going to drop in a cabinet, pantry box or cabinet box, and it's going to have regular the cabinet face.
Yeah, so the same door that's going to be on all these cabinets will just be a couple doors here.
Everything's going to tie together. It's going to be very consistent.
That looks so sharp compared to those old 80s bifold doors.
Yes, it's gonna
now,
be-
was that a big expense?
Not as bad as you would think. It did cost a little extra money to do that, but like we do with all of our rehabs, if we spend extra someplace, we try and steal it from someplace else. So we did that, and I think you're going to be okay with the decision I made.
Okay.
So here's where I made up the difference
For the cabinets.
for the cabinets. We were going to have built-in cabinets in here. We're going to do vanity sets from either Lowe's or Home Depot, and for something like this, I personally prefer Lowe's. You can get a nice vanity set. It's the sink, the top, it comes with a mirror. The only thing that you would need to add is the faucet. You know, you would have to do that anyway.
There's actually, you know, a pro desk at Lowe's and Home Depot.
Right.
And if you go to that pro desk and you set up an account with them, you can, and I don't know, do they just give it to you right out of the gate, or do you actually have to sweet talk them or buy so much product from them?
Rusty handles that.
Like, how do you get, because they'll actually give you a 10% discount on your materials. 10% adds up on a $30,000 rehab budget.
Especially if you're spending $5,000 at Home Depot for doors and all kinds of stuff, it does add up, and they do work with you. Lowe's and Home Depot, they compete, plain and simple. Home Depot will run a special. Oh, you're not using your Lowe's card today? Or do you have a Lowe's card? And if you do and you show it to them, they give you automatic 5%.
At Home Depot?
At Home Depot.
So if you show them your Lowe's card at Home Depot, they give you a discount?
Yep, 5%. Like
There you go. I didn't even know they did that.
And I mean, that adds up with everything, bathroom, vanities, anything that you buy from Home Depot, you get 5% off. At the Pro Desk, if you start an account with them, and if you are doing multiple houses like you are, and rehabbing them, the more money you spend, the more money they like you, and the more discounts they give you too.
Okay. Now there's something else too. So you can get the Pro Desk account with the 10% discount if you sweet talk and then you buy enough stuff. But there's also something called a bid room. What's a bid room?
A bid room for a regular guy like you, anybody out there that's regular.
Come on, regular guy.
Well, not regular. You're
All
special.
right.
I know you're special.
All right.
But at a regular bid room, they ask you to spend $2,500. If you spend $2,500 in Home Depot, and that's a lot of money to spend at Home Depot, at one time, you got to spend it. If you get $2,500, you get into what's called a bid room. And that's when it goes to a bid room in their computer, and they calculate all the stuff you have in there, and they send it, and ceiling fans, they go through every little thing you buy, and they'll discount multiple items on there.
Okay.
Just for...
So if you were running, say, 3 rehab projects at once, considering the bid room, would be a good play, a good idea, because then you're buying 25 doorknobs at a time, a bunch of lights at a time, 10 ceiling fans, and going through. That way you're spending the money.
Especially if you use the same stuff every time.
Or if you just wanted to stockpile.
Yeah, if you know you're going to do 3 or 4 houses, and you know there's how many rooms you need ceiling fans for them, they get extreme discounts.
We did something in this room that I felt was really creative. So, when we first walked in here, this place was covered in wallpaper, and it was ugly.
You can actually still kind of see the wallpaper up at the top edge right there. They haven't cut that in all the way. Wallpaper, especially this wallpaper, was nearly impossible to take off. I mean, you could go and get steamer spray gel, and then when you get the spray gel, you have that little roller that puts spikes in the wallpaper. Then you put the gel with a steamer, and that's just a really long process. What we decided to do was we brought in, I've got a drywall guy, he brought in his texture gun and sprayed the whole room. Sprayed the texture right over.
So instead of replacing the wallpaper, we're basically going right over top of it. But instead of just painting on top of it, you guys textured it like it was the wall.
Yes, just like it was wall. So we textured everything. We're going to have to hit it with a couple coats of paint because you might want to primer it. I don't know if you guys primered it, but
usually you could buy also paint with primer in it. It's a little bit more expensive, but it saves you a lot of time painting.
I feel like this was a really creative way to save a few bucks, though, because if we would have tried to take down this and damage the drywall, we would have had to replace a lot of drywall.
Well, what you would do is if you pulled it off and you damaged it, you would have to retexture it. So you're going to do that anyway. So we'll skip a step, spray the texture all over, paint it. You're done. It was very easy.
One of our goals was to actually replace the tub and the shower and all this stuff.
Considering that it is the master bedroom, there's no tub here. So I don't know if the wife wants to, Calgon, take me away, have the nice bathtub with the rose petals that you do for your wife. But, the drain is right in the middle of, and it's not that way in a bathtub. So if we wanted to take this out, put a tub shower combo, we would have to cut this over there. Major surgery.
That was one of the things we discussed early on. I said, women want to see a tub in the master bath in most instances. So one of the original plans was to rip this out and put a tub in. Once he explained to me that there was actually going to have to be cutting done and we're going to have to move this entire drain, we decided to change directions a little bit. So what's our plan in here now?
Well, we're going to switch this out. We're going to go with an oil rubbed bronze, which is going to be the same color that we do for the doorknobs. We're going to have the same color for the faucets. Everything's going to color coordinate, and we're going to do oil rub bronze, and that's that darker brown color that everybody
if you're
likes.
doing a rehab project, consider changing all the hardware in the entire house, even the door hinges, to the oil rub bronze. It really gives it a classy look.
Yeah.
And so if we change this and we change this, we put some nice glass.
Well, what I'd like to do here is do just it's a frameless glass door, so it makes the shower look big. You don't have that tacky trim. It's called a frameless glass door. We'll have it open right here.
This is going to look really classy though once it's done.
Yes.
And I think that a good way to save money and stick the budget is not replacing that tub.
Yeah.
All right, so are we going to replace these doors?
These doors are showing signs of rust along the bottom. How do we fix that? We're going to do fiberglass doors. They're not going to rust. They're a lot more durable. We're going to ditch these. They'll be brand new. The baseboards in here, when we bought this place, were so bad, I just ripped them all out. And I like to do baseboards because it's an inexpensive way to improve the appearance of a house. So just let me give you a tip on baseboard. We're big fans of Home Depot and Lowe's. Don't buy your baseboard from Home Depot or Lowe's.
So don't buy your baseboard from Home Depot or Lowe's. Why not?
You're going to pay a premium for that. They've got a really big markup on that stuff. If you're going to buy typically any wood product, whether it's baseboards, doors, go to, I can't give you any specific names because a local place
does it in wholesale. They can work with the price with you as well.
Yeah.
If you're buying a lot of baseboard, which this place is going to take at least 700 square foot of it. You can get it at 40 cents, and Home Depot they'll be 90 cents.
So the tip is find a local distributor that you can go to, because you're going to save a lot of money versus going to the big box stores. All right, we're in the backyard right now, and obviously they're demoing the pool. Now, I want to ask you this. The pool was obviously a major concern for the budget.
Yeah.
What exactly are we going to do here?
We're going to rip out all the plaster. They're going to jackhammer everything out. They're going to keep the tile that they can because that's kind of expensive. So we're going to only replace the tiles that are broken. They're going to replaster it. They're going to patch any of the cool decking that's bad. It's going to be like a brand new pool.
Awesome. What about the plumbing?
We've got a pool guy that's going to come out and check all the plumbing. He's going to check the pool equipment, make sure everything runs, fix anything that's bad, get it up and running.
Awesome. And now one of the benefits of having a guy like Dave and Rusty, or guys like Dave and Rusty on your power team, is they're going to go out there and find the deals, and they're going to negotiate with the different subs. So originally, how many bids did you get on the pool?
I got 2 bids. One guy was about $6,000. The next guy was about $4,500. I went with the $4,500 guy. I got him down to $3,900 bucks.
Nice. So through negotiations, we were able to save a lot of money, and we stayed within our budget. Good job. All right, guys, it has now officially been 3 weeks since we started this rehab project, and we are officially done. So good job on that. Super excited to see it. I haven't seen it yet, but you know, we're a little bit over budget, just a little bit, but we're on time, and that makes me really, really happy. And so, Dave, I really want you to kind of just show me exactly what we did to the front of this property to make it so warm, welcoming, and inviting.
Well, I'm glad you like it. We started with fresh gravel. We got rid of all of the old pea gravel that was out here, fresh gravel, trimmed up the trees, the palm tree, the olive tree, cleaned all that up. We painted the entire house. Just a single tone. We went a little darker on the fascia board to give it a little contrast. We took the shutters, the fake shutters off of the windows to clean that up a little bit. And speaking of windows, all the windows are new. So we upgraded the windows as well. We put a nice pot of flowers out there for you just to give it a little pop when you walk up here. Pulled the solar panels off the roof, ditched those. We really just cleaned up the outside to give it a nice, warm, fresh look, and I think it turned out really nice.
Turned out amazing. I can't wait to see the inside.
Let's check it out.
Wow, this looks great. Great job.
What do you think?
I think it looks amazing. So much different than when we originally
It's
bought
a
this
lot
house.
different. What we did was we scraped all the popcorn off the ceiling, painted everything. Fresh paint everywhere. We kept the tile. We upgraded the baseboards all the way around. You want to see the kitchen?
I can't wait to see
The kitchen is amazing. Let's check it out. All new tile in the kitchen. This is an entire brand new kitchen. We
This
completely
looks
replaced this
amazing.
kitchen. Starting with the tile to the ceiling, this is a new kitchen. We took down the upper cabinets from here. We brought them to the bottom right here. We ditched the soffit over here. Very nice big granite countertop.
Yeah, with the overhang, and put some bar stools here, sit and eat breakfast.
Put some bar stools here, plenty of eating space. We've got a nice undermount sink, new stainless steel appliances. Do you remember the bifold doors? Got rid of the bifold doors. We tied in the cabinetry to make a nice pantry right here. Everything ties together, so it's got a really nice look to it.
This whole new kitchen looks amazing. This is what's going to sell this house. I
I
noticed you had a new light fixture, and these are new.
Yeah, we had a sliding glass door here before. We ripped it out and put in French doors. You know, nice modern look, lets the light in.
Yeah.
It doesn't, you know, it's much more functional than the glass door was before.
This looks great. And I really like the way these have pulled in all the cabinetry.
Yep.
For storage.
Lots of storage.
People are going to love this.
Lots of storage, yes.
Yeah. No, this kitchen is going to sell this house.
I think so. It looks nice.
All right, let's check out the bedrooms.
Okay.
All right, this all looks really, really nice. Yeah, we added the same cabinets as in the kitchen throughout the hallway, which turned out really
yeah,
great.
It turned out nice.
Yeah, and I noticed we saved some money in the bathrooms.
We did. We rebuilt the bathrooms. They're essentially from the floor to the ceiling new. We were able to save the tub, and we were able to save the tile, the surrounding tile in the shower as well. That saved us some money. What we did with the vanity and the sink was we bought a kit from Home Depot. It's just essentially an out-of-the-box vanity. It's got the top, it's got, it comes with everything, and it will save you a lot of money. Instead of spending the money on the custom cabinetry, out-of-the-box is the way to go. It's easy, it's less expensive, and it looks really nice too.
So all new fixtures.
All new fixtures.
New toilet.
New toilet.
New vanity, mirror, everything pretty much brand new, including the flooring. The bathrooms, both this bathroom and the master bathroom, look amazing.
Thank you.
Yep, and I noticed in all 3 bedrooms, you pretty much did everything new as well. So we have new carpet, new paint, no more popcorn ceilings.
Right.
Looks, I mean, all 3 of these
New
bedrooms.
blinds. We put new blinds in here also.
Yeah, I noticed that. Where did you guys end up getting these blinds from?
Well, a lot of people think that they need to spend a lot of money on blinds, but really, if you go to Lowe's, they will custom cut the blinds for you. They've got level or blinds. You pick your color, anything from white to oak. They've got maybe 4 or 5 variations of colors. You take your measurements, your inside measurements, you go down to Lowe's, you give them your list. They will cut them for you while you wait. Bring them back, screw them in. It's very easy to install these. I don't think it takes more than 10 minutes to hang one of these blinds up, and they really give a nice feel, some warmth to the room.
Without the blinds, it's very sterile when you walk into a house.
If you walk into a house and there's no blinds, people think, well, I'm going to have to put in blinds, or I don't like the look, or people can look in. This is a really inexpensive way to give it some warmth. It gives it a nice, warm feel, and people like that.
So save money and get quick install right out of the gate. We love that.
Yes.
All right, let's check out the master bedroom. This looks nice. This is nice.
Yeah, it's really a nice improvement. Again, what we did in here was popcorn off the ceilings, painted everything, all new carpets, new door hardware, brand new French doors looking out to the pool. It turned out great. New baseboard. We didn't forget the baseboard. Throughout the house there's baseboard, new closet doors, and it really turned out nice.
Yeah, this looks really, really good. The whole house is pulled together, even from the color matching to the grade of the materials. It's just perfect for this price range of home. So good job on that.
Thank you.
And the backyard is the last frontier, and I noticed we did quite a bit of work on the pool.
We did a lot of work on the pool. The pool was replastered. Several of the tiles were replaced. The hot tub was repaired. We've got new pool equipment. We've got some cool deck patching. Just really gave it a nice, fresh, inviting look to it. Before it was just so stale and crusty. Now it's very inviting. It makes you want to just jump right in. It turned out really nice. Around the backyard as well, we painted the entire fence. It used to be that gray block color. We painted it the same color as the exterior of the house, so it tied everything together. So it's a very consistent appearance. The grass is coming in nice. The sprinkler system is up and running. We did some roof repairs. A little bit of fascia repair on the outside as well, and it's looking great.
Yeah, overall, I'm extremely happy. Great job on this one.
Thank you.
Why don't we head back to the office right now and break down all of this system, I guess you would call it, this rehabbing model that we use on a whiteboard. So you know exactly how to stay organized, how to hire and fire your workers, right? And we'll break down the budget so you can see kind of a line item breakdown of exactly how we put this rehab together, what it costs me, and hopefully I can get it sold here really, really fast now that it's so well done. I don't think it's going to take long at all. So let's head on back to the office and break everything down.
Sounds good.
Great.